Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing first impressions of this new carrying case over here for the Steam Deck. Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for the love and support of these last two videos I've made on the Steam Deck. For any of you returning subscribers from my other content, I promise this is not going to be a Steam Deck only channel. I will be continuing to make other content, of course, not just Steam Deck stuff, but for the time being, I'm absolutely loving this guy. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Just today, I actually installed the equivalent to the Epic Games launcher, and I was able to get some Epic Games on here, including the not Need for Speed, my apologies, but my Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake with the Heroic Games launcher, and I absolutely love this thing. It's been so freaking cool. We actually just got back from a 7-day vacation, so I do apologize for the lack of uploads. But we had a blast on the vacation, and I was able to bring this guy with me for the 6.5-hour car ride, and I used it the entire way there. And of course, that is offline. I didn't use my phone as a hotspot or anything, and I was able to play a ton of games on the go, including some old emulating games, and everything ran without a hitch. I absolutely love this guy. But the point of this video is for this. So this is the Benazcap. It's a really weird name, and I apologize if I did say it wrong. I looked at a ton of different cases for the Steam Deck on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so it will be helping out the channel if you do purchase through there. So thank you for that. But I'm in no way sponsored or affiliated with these guys. I just wanted to buy a case because I wanted one with extra grip for when it's not actually in the carrying case that came with it, because you guys probably already know that the Steam Deck comes with this really nice rugged hard shell case, which is great, and I have no knocks about it. But I do want to get a case for actually holding the device, so when I'm actually playing some games, or if I want to put it on a kickstand. And this was the only one that had decent reviews. Most of the reviews are pretty critical for most of these guys. I mean, they are made in China, they're pretty cheap. I think this is like $23, so I'm not expecting anything amazing, but it is supposed to be shock-proof or have shock absorption, and again, has the kickstand built in. I think that's what the bracket mode is. I'm not really sure. Precise cutouts, apparently, for all the different ports and whatnot, which is really nice. And anti-fingerprint, which is another thing that's really good. The only thing really that's a fingerprint magnet on the Steam Deck itself is the display, but thankfully with the higher end model, which I have here, which is the 512GB, it does have that etched display. Another reason that's good about that is you don't necessarily have to buy a screen protector, at least from my experience, and from what people are saying in the comments of my previous uploads. There's really no reason to get a screen protector for this guy. You're just going to be basically making it, at that point, more reflective, which defeats the entire purpose of that etched display. So, nothing really on the box except just another picture of it. So let's get it cut open here with our handy dandy knife. Again, I have not purchased a new one. I thank you again so much for everybody with the replies in the previous unboxing video of the Steam Deck. They told me a ton of different options for new knives, and I think I might go with the Jerry Rigs Everything one. That seems like a pretty good option. But let's get this out of here. Looks like it just slides out. There's a couple little documentation. Nothing else is in the box itself. Looks like we got a little card here. Dissatisfied. I guess if you're mad, you can contact them or whatever, but obviously I'll just go through Amazon. And then we have the protecting shell itself. Little foam pad in here. Throw that away. Here she is. So again, I wasn't expecting anything amazing. It's nothing to write home about. It's a little flexible. It does have a nice hard shell in the middle here for the back. It does have a grill for the intake and a grill for the exhaling air as well. You do have some spots for the back buttons. I am curious to see how these cutouts work for the triggers, if they're going to be, I don't know, getting in the way at all. But yeah, and then we have the kickstand, which does fold in. It's not magnetized or anything like that. It does seem like it has a little bit, yeah, it has a little bit of a, I don't know what you really call that, like a hinge that it connects into. So if you have it upside down, it's not going to fall out by itself. You do have to pry it out, which is nice. It does stay in place. So with that, let's get it on. Or shall they say? Snaps into place. And, oh, I probably should have done this with the Steam Deck off. It's going crazy right now with different button inputs. All right, so that is it. That's the installation. Pretty simple. I like that it's not very intrusive on the front. I mean, from first, like, if you just glance this real quick, you probably couldn't even notice that there's a grip on there. I mean, I noticed it, obviously. You guys noticed it because you saw the Steam Deck before I put it on there. But it really, at first glance, it's not intrusive. It's not a bright color. I like that it's black and it molds into the color scheme of the actual Steam Deck. I was kind of worried it would rub against the B button. It looks like it's pretty close, but not necessarily. Yeah, it doesn't hinder the performance of the B button either, which is good. I do feel it a little bit, though. Gonna have to get used to that for sure. As for the cutouts, as you can see, the power is a little bit not centered, but not the end of the world. I guess I kind of fixed it. We have the charging port, which I'd like that it has a lot of space here. If you do end up using third-party chargers, you shouldn't have an issue finding one that fits. Perfect cutouts for the grill. Headphone jack, volume up and down. Again, I probably can push this up a little bit. And then for the triggers, I don't see much overlap, which is good. So they feel good. They don't feel like they're getting stuck or anything's in the way. Then we have the buttons in the back, which again, a lot of extra space, so we don't have to worry about anything getting in the way of hitting those buttons. And of course, we have the stand, which works great. I mean, it's actually pretty... Wow, I'm actually impressed by that stand. Obviously, if you give it enough force, yes, it will fall over. But for the most part, I mean, that's not going anywhere unless you really push it over, then it's going to fall over. But that's really nice and handy, especially if you're like me that want to bring this on the go, maybe on a plane, you put this on the tray, have a controller with you, preferably Bluetooth, like a PS5 controller, get that connected, and then you can use the whole thing with the controller. Pretty cool. Of course, obviously, you can also get a docking station, connect it to an external monitor, use the keyboard and mouse, yada, yada, yada. And again, the stand is going to come into play with that. Also, of course, if you watch content on here like movies or you download Netflix and stuff to it, watching video on this is going to be a lot better and easier with a stand. So that honestly is probably my favorite feature of this grip case. But in terms of actual aesthetics or ergonomics, it feels really good. It does add more grip on the actual handles. You can see it is textured. I don't really know what to compare this to. It just feels like a textured glove in a way, you know, it just gives you an extra rough texture. It's not rough, that's uncomfortable. It is a rubber still, so it just adds extra grip in the hand, which is nice to have, especially if you're on the go or if you're walking with this thing. It feels more secure. And of course, you also get the nice rubber edges, so if it were to fall and hit on the back or on the sides, it is going to be protected. Now, the downside of this, you're not going to have any front protection. The joysticks are still sticking out, of course, and the front display is not being protected at all by this. So if it were to fall flat on its face, sad to say, you're probably still not going to have much success there. But it is good to have extra grip, nonetheless, less likely to drop it in the first place, and it is protected on the back. And again, I think the major feature of this is its kickstand. So that is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to really go with into this video, other than to show you how it looks, how it works. The ports all look really good. Again, we do have a cutout for the micro SD card down there as well. There is no other ports on the left side. So that is it for this case. Again, if you want to check it out, I'll have a link in the description below. First impressions, I'm pretty satisfied. I don't really have any gripes with it. I mean, the only thing I could say is I wish it had some way to protect the screen a little bit, but other than putting a screen protector on, there's really no way to do that. So it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching my unboxing and first impressions of this case. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, show your support as always. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.